villain. That is not any audio. Can you hear me now? There we go. That'll help. Now, I spoke for a long time and none of you heard me, and all of my jokes were great. Let's just assume I was hilarious and you know what's about to happen. Okay, with that in mind, let us begin La Théâtre de Phénix. We are moving into the trial section when young, precocious boy Cody Hackins and weirdly creepy director Manella are about to take the stand. Ladies and gentlemen, the next chapter of Turnabout Samurai. Enjoy. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Mr. Wright? Why do you look so unhappy?
You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it.
Something overlooked?
That's right. We have to find something, Phénix, and today. It's that, or lose the trial.
This isn't going to be easy.
October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh, I say.
Oh, look, we're in court again.
Oh, look at that. What a nice sunny day.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wonder if that producer is going to come out.
The prosecution calls Mr. Manella to the stand. He tells me he has no plans to come out during this time.
Or that director.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude can you get? You don't know me! I'm the director! I make the Steel Samurai, noob! Raffle!
How very charming.
Salmonella, I'm a director. Television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone is in the trailer on that day did it.
Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure.
I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. I love that. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were at a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honour.
That studio about 9 morning. I was doing action scene run. Took more time. Thought here lunch. Love that place. That meeting shoot 2 trips. Ended up skipping.
Hold it! So, in the end, you didn't get to eat.
Yeah, no steak at least. Could you believe it?
That must have been tough.
Phoenix,
Yeah?
doesn't something about that seem odd to you?
Yeah, it does seem odd, now that you mention it. Mr. Manella!
Mr. Manella to you. What did you mean?
God, he's sweating. When I went to that trailer, I saw something on the table. There were 2 plates on the table, hyphen. The same kind of plates as in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat, after all. Look at my face.
A T-bone steak, you mean? That's what I call faces.
Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly, a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. I really am a bastard. So, when exactly did you eat it?
We took a long break during that meeting. I, wolfed it down then.
A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more.
We're in the meeting.
Hold it! What were you discussing?
The Steel Samurai story found our budget. Get this! The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Actually, I kind of can. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting?
During me, please don't let.
Hold it! You didn't take a single break.
Oh, well, he's really pressing on me. Yeah, not a one.
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder?
Wearing
If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. And I'm pressing harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break?
Oops! Waffle!
Well?
Mr. Manella, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix. Hi, me again. Great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honour? I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break.
Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please.
Oh.
That laugh sounds insincere.
Carefully
Uh-oh.
rehearsed.
Edgeworth is laughing insincerely.
Yeah, Will, we took a break, Waffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 and base 12.
I don't understand the reference.
Come on! Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. Not here. It's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that. But that's just the way I eat steak. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
Will? Waffle.
Hold it! What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. So hot.
2:30? That's the time of the death! So, he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible, time-wise.
15 minutes. 13 base 12. Time for some great.
Hold it! Why is that?
Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1.
What?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One? Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Well, Mr. Wright.
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
Do you claim that someone from the trailer went to Studio One?
No, I don't want to write off so many possible suspects. But I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time.
Aha! Aha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, just like at Christmas. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, at Christmas we went to the skating rink.
Oh,
Sorry,
not about
I
that.
mean, it's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo,
Pretentious.
get off my back. You have to learn it in law school. When the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. This is my job.
Oh, it's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow, I feel no desire to correct him.
I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. And off the stand, if you know what I mean.
What? It's over?
Back
I
up!
don't believe it. I
talking
just lasted
about?
5 minutes.
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could possibly have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the steel samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it in that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it.
And who cares about that, am I right?
Yes. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness.
Twist
Oh, witness, bloody hell.
He's here to...
Gavel? Who is the witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, Your Honor, my witness saw the very moment when the steel samurai skewered the victim.
This victim?
Twist and touch for days!
This
Gavel, I want to hear this. Order! I will have order. I want to hear it. Very interested. I'm involved. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
Yay!
Gavel.
Hey, look at play tetherball!
October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. You know, I had a dream to do announcements at the State Fair when I was young.
Oh,
What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi,
Oh, I'm sorry, Phénix. I guess I was wrong. That never happens.
But Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio One. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. Oh. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
You're not as stupid as you look.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent,
Well, I am.
we will prove it. Don't worry, we will. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself.
What, dumb and ugly?
Well, no, not entirely yourself. Just like the better version of yourself, okay? Just be strong, okay? You are the Steel Samurai. Hero to children everywhere, after all.
Hey, look at that dumb and ugly guy.
Oh,
Don't listen to them.
Thanks.
Okay, Phénix. This one's for the kids.
Rephrase that.
Look, let's just do it, okay?
Worse phrasing.
Okay, we'll just... I'll come back to that.
October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, the debut of courtroom number 4.
Gavel! Feel that gavel action. Court is back in session with the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The acoustic's much better.
The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, can we get Salmonella out of here first? We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning.
Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on?
Yes, yes, right.
Jimmy's boxes, what do you want?
Guards, get Jimmy's boxes to please bring him a box. Although I'm not promoting any one brand of boxes in this courtroom. Other boxes are available.
Other
One of those
boxes
donut
are
crates
available.
from Jimmy's. Excellent donut crates should do.
Your Honor, why is that delivery boy handing you that 10-pound note?
Just shush. No more questions.
Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness?
What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around.
Cody? Answer his question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady.
Yeah, hi.
I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade.
Get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Of course, Your Honor. Now look here, you little piece of shit. Witness. Little Cody guy.
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
You like that in a man, don't you?
We just unbutton one button on my shirt. You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident.
That was asked so gently. You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just,
Excuse me?
Mr. Edgeworth will be fine.
A very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom, young Bellamy lad.
My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it, because the sprite artist couldn't be bothered to redraw him without it. I'd like special permission if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
Don't make me come over there and pull your jacket right off.
Hey, I just got this new camera.
It looks very new.
Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. Or grammar. But I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phénix. Hey. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record.
I love it when he does this.
Good thinking. Let me add that there.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Gently, very gently, Judge, go for it.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, this Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! Using a sword in court. If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. And be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child.
Yeah, I'm adorable.
Yeah, aren't you just?
Man.
Right, this kid is tougher than most adults we see in here. Honestly.
Cody, could you tell me how you avoid the old lady again?
I threw a ball down. Steel Samurai got fine map internet. We went through the moods of the path so old.
Hold it!
Okay.
Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey?
That's the one,
like
yeah.
A monkey.
Yeah, I
hell
saw him,
is that?
but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight into the studio?
I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. Now,
Hold it!
okay.
You got lost in the woods.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out which way I was walking.
Oh.
Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. Nolan, but guess what happened next?
Go on.
When it came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. And totally right, of course, Steel Samurai, right? Yep.
Objection! Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera, which is new in 2003, wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. Please stand up. Look, you understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? I just want him to stand up.
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about here in 2003?
It's a digital camera, Your Honour.
No,
It's kind of a new sort of camera.
Camera, you say?
Oh God, how do I explain that? It's a camera. It's like a big box with a.
I see. I do.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Objection! Mr. Wright. How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. Mwah.
I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. Will you please stand up?
What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Can't you be both?
Well, probably. Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
He's got a weapon!
You're gonna
Take him down!
Gavel, gavel. I'm allowing the sword. That's my call. I'm the judge. But so you did have a camera, and did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching, young Philippi lad, yummy little boy.
Don't come on too strong, Your Honor.
Okay.
Well, there was the old lady. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. Bit of an anticlimax. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Is that all?
Wake up, Your Honor.
Well, that was brief indeed. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Rightio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold it.
All right.
Why?
Huh? What do you mean? Why?
I would
It's a good
also like to
question.
know why.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't know why either. Look, why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
Oh, yeah, that's why I asked why.
Justice.
How exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, shot, samurai chop, samurai slaps, something like that.
Christ, this kid's intense. He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? Let me have a think. Cody?
What?
Something's bothering me.
Why is that my problem?
Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah, so what?
Yet you missed the most important part.
Objection! What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
Objection! You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this, Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, ellipsis. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow!
My God, a body blow!
Whose colon's he talking about now?
Gavel, gavel, gavel. No more discussion of colons in this courtroom. Order! Order! Mr. Wright. How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
Well, that's the thing, Your Honor.
Phénix! I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, Colon. Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? Question mark.
Language.
I know you. You can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer? You have ascertained that this young fellowy lad boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why would he watch the climax? Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yeah, it's like it's something you put in a court. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, got it. I remember.
That's right. Yes, Your Honor.
Who's colon?
Why did Cody look away? Oh, you go. No, you go.
Don't worry. You were going to ask the same question I was, Your Honor. Here's my proof. Pull this out of my bag.
What's that? A camera?
Why was my camera in your bag?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, well, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that, too.
Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at this critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? I'm gonna stab you with the...
Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phénix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero. And not take a picture.
Right.
Sorry, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there. I've been ignored for a while.
That's all right. Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So, you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phénix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Rightio, right. Me means business. Christ.
Sure does.
Your Honour, the defence would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more.
Very well. Just don't distress the lad. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? Please. And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight.
Welcome to the real world, kid.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
I really
Little
am.
man.
Yeah, you're right, Pops.
I'm his dad.
The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held out my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. Curse this 2003 technology. That's all that happened. Yup.
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure. Wasn't really listening. Sorry. Oh, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway.
Yeah, I did all of that.
Hold it!
Alright.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would have, once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody?
Yeah?
Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye. Eh?
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my pals.
What? Wow.
This feels great. Belittling a child.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody?
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
Objection! Cody?
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. You're belittling a child with a sword.
And I'm giving you the flying V's behind this piece of paper. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Cody?
Yeah?
Did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Ah!
Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackin. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honour?
No.
Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Well, he's kind of
Gavel!
What's going on?
Order!
Kill the child.
Order! Mr. Wright, I get to say kill the child, that's my job. Have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I would certainly expect to see a picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honour. No way! No way!
Phénix, are you okay? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... the kid with the swords?
Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking about that little shit is right. Tell them, Felix. Tell them what the truth is,
Who's
Phénix. You can
Felix?
do it. I said Phénix. I'm here from the dead, okay? Just give me a break.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what's going on here. Why is there no picture in the album from the day of the murder?
And who's Felix?
Why would the boy have erased the photos he took?
My cousin's called Felix. Does that help?
I can think of only one reason, Your Honour. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way, no! Gotta get the sword! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever.
Your Honour, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his previous photos. Precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth.
He finally said it.
Yeah.
No
No references!
Gavel.
I remember that.
Order. I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw, boy.
I had ellipses.
Christ. Cody? That day, you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight. Right?
You're right. The steel samurai found out. And he didn't move.
This is actually heartbreaking.
Now, I must say.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Spider,
god.
cry. What's
Actually
happening?
breaking.
Devil! Mr. Right, you monster! Order!
What kind of a stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim.
Yet, according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
My god, they're going back and forth.
Alright, I'm slowly following this.
Mr. Right, what's going on?
Apparently, we have all made a serious error.
An error? What's all this about?
If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was the killer. He was the victim. Oh, sorry, he was not the killer. That was an important thing I should have said. He was not the killer. I repeat, not the
Good
killer.
job, Phoenix.
He was the
Quite
victim.
a
Thank you very much, Mia.
You're
Oh,
a
that was a
bad
close one.
lawyer and a worse person.
I know, but what a tie. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai.
Oh my god, oh my
What,
god.
hang on, what's
Sorry,
this?
what's going on?
Devil! Order! So, the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim? Mr. Jack Hammer?
Oh, now I get it. Jack Hammer.
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor.
Could someone explain the jackhammer thing to me, please?
Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury.
Will Powers. I've just got it.
But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already?
Oh, Mr. Hammer, I get it.
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Auberger said in her testimony.
Try not to remember her, to be honest.
Fair.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Bugaboo. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. But maybe if you take me out for dinner, I'll tell you more. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
She sounds different.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
But, why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know.
I get it.
Huh?
I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Me? And what?
Father!
Be a man and embrace your son.
Christ.
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? What?
Show us, quick!
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Come on, Edgeworth.
Now, if you please.
That here, this is it.
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honour. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry. This doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Later.
Wait! Phénix!
Mia? What?
Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phénix. That photo is all the evidence we need to win this trial.
What? We? Your Honour? May I see that photo once more, please?
All right then. Certainly, I don't see why not.
You're a really bad judge.
Digital photos.
Phénix, show him, and yes, it is we. I've done most of the work here. Glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo.
Find the inconsistency in the photo.
That's it, Phénix.
A really good look here. Your Honour, look at this.
I see a gate.
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
The number? Yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honour. Correct?
This is sounding like Sesame Street.
I know the difference.
I love Sesame Street.
I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
One of these things is not like the other one.
But that's impossible.
What is all this about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I'll use the studio guide map. Yeah, keep it on me at all times. Right. So the body was found here in Studio 1, where my finger is. Yeah, I've drawn a V on my finger, so we know. However, what do you see in the photo? What do we see in the photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honour, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Right, move my finger to here. Take that. Here at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honour, if I find it very significant, I find it very significant that, oh Christ, as you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. Oh, I love that van. During that break, Mr. Manella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime.
Oh my god, oh
What?
my god.
Oh, mate.
That performing in Studio 2. Amble.
The path to the trailer was blocked. Sorry, I was doing different accents there.
We've heard your different accents and.
I just thought I'd try them out. The path was blocked at 2:15.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony?
I prefer
How
not
can I
to.
forget?
Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio One. I'm bad with impressions. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2.
A body blow!
What? I love the
no.
Fine, but he's doing alright.
Order! Order!
The defence makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Auberger, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
Objection! This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Well, that's what you said!
Can I go now?
Or shut up, Cody, or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume, damn your beautiful eyes!
Well, I have proof.
What you do?
You do? I mean, you do, Mr. Wright?
I do. Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. Oh. I think I'm right, though.
He's unconfident, get him!
It is my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. It's in my bag here. It's in my rucksack. Oh. Take this. This is it. Go on, Your Honour.
An empty medicine bottle?
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
Mm-hmm. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. I wish I was drugged now.
Don't get it!
Oh, wait a moment. Ellipsis. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honour, I have an idea.
Go to the swimming pool?
An idea? Very well, let's hear it.
After this we could go to a swimming pool, and I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. Here, let me just grab it out of my bag with my bare hands.
No, I want to go to the swimming pool now!
I suppose you're right. Also, I do want to go to the swimming pool.
Wouldn't it be great?
It would be great. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottles and refrain from thinking about the flumes while we're going through a series.
Hey guys, pool party at the judge's house!
No,
Hey!
Oh, I suppose it's going to be fun. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackin's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Ms. Auberger may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2.
And Edgeworth and the judge go to the swimming pool.
Yes. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honour?
Your homework is to find the answer to the following question.
Homework?
Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume?
Right, why would the samurai steal? Got it.
Also, who killed him? And why?
Killed him and why?
Find the answers for me by tomorrow.
Answers tomorrow. Right, that's a lot of homework.
No
It's a
pool
whole
for
page.
Mr. Edgeworth,
you. Yes.
you will need to reconsider your stance on this case.
Yeah, stand up a bit.
More like this?
Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers.
As you say, Your Honor.
The trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension.
Oh my god.
Oh, last extension. It must be coming to an end.
And the
Neville!
pool's a rotten egg.
Very well. Court is adjourned. Marco!
October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. I guess my pool party invitation got lost in the mail.
Whew! That was a close one.
We were saved by a hair. But that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. But then, of course, there was a pool party, so...
Me too!
Really? You both seem so confident.
Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting.
No.
You really
I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. It was hilarious.
Me too.
Dad?
Oh, of course we're kidding.
Yeah, you have to
Kind
be
of.
there. Yeah.
Are you sure? Because it sounds genuine.
I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation after the pool party. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right. Thanks. Well, everything to play for. Many a revelation and many a lead left to chase. Now, as tradition in the theatre, we're going to have something called an intermission. Let's call it a soft 5, hard 10-minute intermission. You can go collect your interval drinks, use the facilities, and the rest of the cast will be enjoying a pool party at the judge's house, obviously observing safe distancing. We'll be back in 5 minutes, and we'll see you later for the second half of La Théâtre de Phénix. Welcome back, loyal audience, to the second half of tonight's presentation of La Théâtre de Phénix. Only one investigation portion and one trial section left to go in Turnabout Samurai. But how many more twists and turns can we uncover? Will it be a lot? I won't tell you, because that's spoilers, and nobody likes spoilers. More importantly, will we find out which particular sword company makes a sword that only comes halfway out of the sheath? Probably not. A mystery for another time. But let us return now to the second half of Turnabout Samurai. Enjoy! October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices.
That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. Sorry I missed it.
Huh? Maya!
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now, all I need is a motive and a proof.
Wow! Good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's the new court system they've introduced 2 or 3 years ago. Exposition. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up.
So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, with no time to waste.
That sounds stupid.
I know, but it's what they do, innit?
I guess.
October 19th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
I have a lot of emotion. Your toxic masculinity is choking me.
I know, but it brings up a lot of memories of my dad.
Wow, Nick, shut up about your dad. But you must have really wowed them in there.
You could stop looking so vulnerable too.
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Why would you remind me? Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter.
You're kind of an asshole. Has anyone told you that?
Right, let's talk to him about this professor then. Could you tell me more about Ms. Vasquez?
Oh, the producer? Not professor? She's
That's
well
right,
respected
yeah.
in the industry. They say she's a genius, but not a professor, just a genius.
But a producer, right, cool.
A genius professor?
No,
Does she
once
lecture
again,
in film?
I need to make it clear. She's been
Right.
at Global Studios for 5 years now.
Okay,
Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days.
okay. And then she does surgery on the side,
No,
or...
this is no. She's not a
Oh.
doctor.
Right, okay, she's like... Right, why is that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine like a turd when you polish it.
Right.
Oh, and
And? What?
nothing. Forget it.
Oh, go on, tell us.
I've only heard rumors anyhow.
The Fleetwood Mac album?
Yeah, it's
What an
great.
album. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director.
Okay.
Yeah, he made such classics as Bitch Hunter 5.
Oh, I preferred the fourth.
But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella, especially when they eat gone-off eggs. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and then sweats for some reason, and all that.
I can imagine him being at her beck and call. Though I can't imagine him jumping.
Are you fat-shaming with your thoughts?
But you can read my thoughts. Oh.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
Huh? How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. You know, like a woman who turns 35. Actually, now I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global.
5 years ago? Right.
Toodles.
See you, mate.
Okay. October 19th, Global Studios, main gate. It's a lot of me today.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. Apart from the pointed ing. I think she's got a kazoo stuck in her throat.
I think you're right.
You know, the place really is peaceful like this, apart from the kazoo.
I think it's a peaceful instrument.
Nick?
Yeah?
I think her guard's down, what with the kazoo.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted.
You ate, you die.
She's alive. Got the kazoo out.
I'll just put down my vuvuzela. They were all the rage in 2010.
In 7 years' time.
Yes.
I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. Not as much as I love her. Cherries in my hair. So she always gets her way.
She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
Can I ask you about Sal Manella, the director?
Sal? He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it.
Ooh.
I think I've seen him down the TG once or twice on Saturday nights. You know what TG stands for, don't you?
What does TG stand for?
TGI Fridays.
Wait, why would anyone like being treated like dirt?
Oh, my sweet summer child.
That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
Oh, I like TGI
you
Fridays.
wouldn't like that, right?
No, yeah, I agree. No, it doesn't, Mia. You're right.
That's my sister.
Oh, sorry, Maya.
Spoken like a true power bottom.
Sorry, I was just drinking some orange squash. About Mr. Hammer.
Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it? Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh. She's really pissed this time.
I have been drinking, yes. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Improbable. Insatiable. I've lost my train of thought.
Oh, look at those shoulders go.
Oh, they're
He
attached
has really
to my
big arms.
They're attached to my big arms.
Right. See you, Auberge.
All
We're
right.
going to the
I'm gonna
employee
get my
area.
boo-boo sailor out again. October 19th, Global Studios, employee area. Did I say that right?
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see him filming. Just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills labeled sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there's any other clues lying around also helpfully labeled.
No! No touching!
What?
Eek!
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack!
I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatique, indeed.
Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
So, you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color.
Wow! Neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right.
So, there were sleeping pills on the plate.
Looks like it.
Right, put that plate in my rucksack. How goes your investigation?
To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal.
Yeah.
Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers.
Yeah.
And some people think we should switch suspects.
Switch suspects. Sorry, what do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
How is Edgeworth doing anyway?
Edgeworth is out of control. Running naked through the... he was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Whoa! Hot coffee.
Oh, yeah. Talk about burns, pal.
Wow! The fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups.
You okay there, pal? You look kind of sweaty.
Cups? Bottles? Say, that cup made me think of this. Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that.
Oh, great.
They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints, on the bottle.
So, that means...
Yup. It sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than... protect them.
So I was right. Pop them back in me records.
Bye, pal.
But see you, Gumshoe.
Pals. So long. Can you tell me how to get...
Hello.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
What? What? Why? But WP's innocent.
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai!
What? No!
Yeah.
I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yeah?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh. I thought he went to Studio 1.
He stole a Steel Samurai costume too.
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. He had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently.
Some dirt? Is this the same kind of dirt that... Anyway, what dirt?
Dirt. You know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
Okay. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Let me ask about the last episode.
What do you mean? The last Steel Samurai?
No, it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No. No!
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget this all ever happened. They want it quiet. You understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai?
Kids, Schmids. It's It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. I'm sure none of them deeply invested in this one.
No! That can't be true. I still read Sherlock fanfiction. And if the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick? Say something.
Yeah. I think evidence, rather than words, is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Take that!
And this is?
Oh, that was quite aggressive from me. It's a fan collected. A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
Rude. You're right. Okay, I've changed my mind. But what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. And tell me what your favourite colour is.
Okay, pink, and...
Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Everyone dies in accidents. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer?
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. Oh, I get it. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out.
I see.
You know who knows more about this? Miss Old Baget. She was here at the studios back then, you know.
Thanks. We'll try asking her.
Good luck.
If she'll talk, get that bloody vuvuzela out of wherever. Right. Anyway, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, employee room.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? Or why don't you take me over?
In which case, I'll have the donuts. The old windbag doesn't look so good.
How dare
that
you!
vuvuzela.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget sweet, sweet Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer!
She's...
Sorry, a dog bit me 3 months ago.
Maybe we should keep a safe distance?
1.5 meters, if you please.
I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Well, that's just how time works.
Nichols.
Nichols?
Nichols? Nick? Penny Nichols? That assistant we talked to?
Right, yeah. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers? Penny Nichols with her glasses and white top and beige dungarees? Nobody would wear that in real life. Treasured up dirt on someone's past like that, or the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun.
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you also claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof in orange?
Proof? In blue? That Hammer stole Powers' costume? I'm sorry, Miss Auberger, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume by giving you this present. Take that! Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes. So?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak, which I've kept in my little rucksack. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
Ha! I bet Powers put it in there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes. He's a lightweight, half a cider, and he's gone.
Except I have proof that Mr. Hammer put the pills in. Take this and that. This bottle contains sleeping pills.
Sleeping Pills brand sleeping pills. That's a trusted brand.
Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle. And mine, because I've been touching it all day.
Woo! Woo!
Quick, remove the vuvuzela.
Ooh, I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Ms. Auberger?
Okay. You win. I'll talk.
Yes! What do we win?
I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
What, those cherries? Ms. Auberger?
You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? I'll give you a clue. Her face is to the right of mine. I mean, your left,
yeah.
my right.
Oh, I see it.
She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Ms. Auberger.
Hold on a minute.
Poor Ms. Auberger.
Poor vuvuzela.
Here, take this.
Oh, a photograph? What a lovely photograph. But hang on, wait a second. That tennis racket doesn't have... Oh, no, but this is the picture. Oh. Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. It was a great movie called Tennis Ninja. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
Christ almighty. You just keep this photo on you at all times, but how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it, or which throats I slit to get it.
I understand. I've been through the same myself. Let me add this weird photograph to my rucksack.
Anyway, get out of here.
Anyway, see you, Auberger.
Bye. Have fun with your wind instruments.
October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Man, there's been a lot of me tonight.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder.
Right, it was a couple of days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I'm glad that I'm doing your timekeeping. Mr. Hammer put on the steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him. Like the director or the professor.
Let's move to outside Studio 2.
October 19th, Studio 2 entrance.
Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello?
Ellipsis.
Hello.
Oh, look, it spells.
Hello.
Maya, you should at least try to be polite.
I'm doing it in Morse code next time.
I'm watching the clouds.
That's all she had to say, apparently. Well, let's give her a present. What shall I give her? It's only polite. I'll give her that weird photo.
Lovely.
Look at this photograph.
She's not even looking. I'm holding it right up to her face.
Where?
What?
Where did you get that? Oh, Boucher.
Oh.
She means the security lady, Ms. Oldbouget, Nick.
I mean, I said her name.
Right, oh yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm terrible with names. Ms. Vasquez? You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
What?
It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Right, let's pop in then. Up the stairs and open the door.
You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about?
It was literally like 15 seconds ago.
Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Ms. Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star!
Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord.
But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. Accidente. How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Oh, must I spell everything out for you? That's what the girl does. Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accidente?
Huh? No. No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose?
That is what I mean.
But where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. Ugh!
I think we do.
But the security lady said it was an accident, and I don't understand what that means.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. Should have seen the mess. She rinsed it out of his hands. She did. Gave him a few bruises, too.
Bloody hell. So that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool, but limber. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now.
What? This is valuable evidence!
Boys!
Oh my god, the cast of Grease Live!
Hello, boys!
Sandy? What's going on? Don't you want to dance with me no more?
I got a scratchy nipple.
Who are they?
Professors!
Oh my god, more of them?
They're good at erasing various things.
We all have Tipex.
I got a rubber.
What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
It's actually something I quite like, the rubber. But what?
Wait, what do you mean?
Don't worry, Maya.
The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
What? Like, tell me
I'm
why.
threatening you. This is a threat.
Oh. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all?
I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going.
Where's that then?
So long, friends.
I'm not your friend, pal.
Boys, erase away.
Dear.
Gary, pump up the jams.
Oh,
No!
sorry.
Oh,
I'm not your pal, buddy.
We're taking you to Rydell High.
Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal.
Ah, now this is the time for music.
D. Vasquez! You're coming down to the precinct with me. Now! Keep that jam going, Gary.
Alright, I'm on it, mate.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow, then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
you can't vape in court.
I've tried.
You can't.
Hey, you okay, Felix? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. I'm just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just, I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Yeah, okay. So I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
We're so good at that other line.
It's got a bit emotional there.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom?
You, with Edgeworth on top.
You're the power bottom. Edgeworth explained.
Oh yeah, D. Vasquez. But
No,
really,
she's
it's
got heavy
Edgeworth.
top energy, mate.
Oh, yeah, that's-
Heavy top energy.
Rightio, yeah.
Well, a hell of a cliffhanger to end on. Next week, D. Vasquez will be taking the stand for the conclusion of Turnabout Samurai, and we will be in the second half of next week's episode, we'll be flipping over to Turnabout Goodbyes, the fourth case, a very dramatic case, but not before an exciting conclusion. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. This is our part where we have a online round of applause for all of our incredible cast that you've seen tonight, and it's also where they get their plugs in. Scott Oswald, who played Phénix, right, has nothing to plug and is not on social media.
Not at all.
There we go. Moving.
My plug is everyone else's plugs.
There we go. Moving swiftly on. Our Maya Fey had to sit out a lot of it in the first half because she was possessed by her dead older sister, but did amazing in the investigation portion. Hannah, plug away.
Hey, so I'm Hannah. Please follow me on Twitter at Holla Out Loud, like the bread and then out loud. I am an actor, a poet, and a tutor, and I really would like some more money coming in through the door. So if you need any of my skills, actor, poet, tutor-ness, I also speak French, then hit a girl up. Also to plug Adventurers Wanted, we've got a few people in the cast who are a part of that, and that has gone up on YouTube, and it's up on Twitch, twitch.tv/Adventurers Wanted. You can find us on Twitter at Adventurers Wanted 250, I think. Yeah.
And our incredible Gumshoe, David Olwyn.
The incredible Gumshoe.
The incredible like Gumshoe genuinely has a hero moment there, and I love it.
No, and I nearly messed it all up. I honestly I was too busy voicing the other thugs.
Oh yeah, the thugs are fun though. Those thugs with that single drawing to conserve memory space. What are you plugging, David?
I'm plugging all sorts. Plugging Adventurers Wanted as well. I'm here with I think at least 70% of the cast that I can see on screen right now are involved in some way, shape, or form. Please do check that out. Also check out my wonderful wife's Facebook group that we have called Flamingo House, where we read stories. I'm currently reading Wind in the Willows. All of that will be archived to Facebook eventually. If you just search for Flamingo House Reading, there are podcasts, there are YouTube videos, there's all sorts. And please check that out if you can. That's it, really. And Chaz is muted, so I'm going to keep talking. Also, go and visit Made at Home as well and watch our Midsummer Night's stream.
Yes, lovely. And a big shout out to Sarah King, our amazing Penny Nichols. Really embodying the character, heart and soul. Sarah, your plugs, please.
Hi, I am dressed as Penny again today by accident. Hence the really specific description of my ensemble: a white turtleneck and dungarees. please follow me at Sarah Draws Stuff on Instagram, where I draw stuff, and I am available for commissions if you want a little cartoon of you. Also, have a look at Stories for Supplies on YouTube and on Facebook. We do stories for kids and for adults. We're having storytelling events and like live Zooms and things like that as well. But we do a story a day, and they're really sweet. Thanks.
Lovely. And once again, making a lot out of a little. I'm so excited for them to take the stand tomorrow. Griff, next week. Griff as D. Vasquez. Griff, your plugs, please. And once again, absolutely smashed it.
Thank you. I have boys now, and I'm so excited about the fact that I have boys, and I will be calling for the boys whether or not they were there. I, like Hannah, am also a tutor. I specialize in acting, coaching, and voiceover work, so please do get in touch if either of those things are of any interest to you. Find me on Twitter at the Sarah Griffin, except no substitutes. I'm also on Instagram. I am also playing with Adventurers Wanted, who have any number of things with my face in, and I would love you to look at those.
Yay! And a big shout out to all the cast who jumped off after the investigation portion. I've posted their respective plugs in. If you like this stuff, please, and you haven't followed the channel yet, please do follow the channel. Also, if you like the content that I'm making as a freelance creative, you know that times are slightly on the wrong side of smooth. So if you could follow, if you're on Twitch, down the bottom underneath this video is a bunch of donation links. So make sure you hit those. And there's also my social media as well, where you can comment on how nice my nail polish was tonight. I'd appreciate that. And on top of other things, I run a general knowledge quiz and then a themed quiz. This is every Saturday at 8 p.m. This week it's another general knowledge quiz, and then next Saturday it'll be a Star Wars themed quiz because you had to push that back by a week. Other than that, I'm just tending to my farm in Stardew Valley. Can we get a round of applause for our incredible...
Wait, hold on, director.
Yes.
Director.
Yes.
Doesn't our lovely cast member Reese get to plug anything?
I was literally just about to throw to Reese.
Shit, yes.
Yes, you might have noticed it was not Joz Norris's Cody Hackins. It was our wonderful understudy Reese. An extra round of applause for our understudy. Incredible work.
Very kind of you.
Plug away, my friend.
I have nothing on at the moment. But really, it's again another plug for Adventurers Wanted. Another plug for every person who's doing this and doing things that they wouldn't normally be doing. But also just find time for yourselves at some point this week, just because you're all lovely people, and if you're watching this, you're even lovelier. So have a wonderful time. All the best.
Oh, that's very lovely. Oh, I really like that. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. As I said, next week we'll have the conclusion of Turnabout Samurai and the beginning of Turnabout Goodbyes. A lot of characters are about to turn up who feature throughout the series, but we might also see the debut of Manfred von Karma, which for fans of the game, you know that is a big deal. But until next week, thank you so much for tuning in to La Théâtre de Phénix, and we will see you next week. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.